Hello, grade 12 learners. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Today I will be giving you something good that is going to help you when it comes to paper 2 business studies on Wednesday. So you are in a right place, guys. You are in a right place where you are. You are in a right place. I can see that you've been waiting patiently. You've been waiting patiently. So what I'm asking from you is that what I'm going to give you now is very important, and it requires you um, to listen intensively to what I'm going to say to you. You must make sure that you listen to what I'm saying to you. Tandolonde guy, she's still here. Okay. Yeah. So guys, today I will be dealing with business studies paper 2. Business studies paper 2, any possible essays we should study. Do not worry, I'm going to give you everything in this essay as like I did on paper 1. Do you understand? As like I did on paper 1, I'm going to give you everything that you need for your final examination. Do you understand, guys? So Tuesday, I will be live again. Same time, same place. 8 o'clock Tuesday, I will be live dealing with paper 2 again, business studies. Do we understand? Okay, I love your videos, sir. I believe I did well on paper 1 because of you, sir. Yes, guys, you will never go wrong. I always tell you that you will never go wrong. The information that I'm giving you is the information that is going to show up in your examination. Hi, I'm new. Can you please help me? Do not worry, guys. You are in the right place. Your people are here already. Yeah, people are here already, guys. People are here already. Because what I want to give you today, it's something that will be like paper 1. So what I'm going to give you now, something that you're going to enjoy like paper 1. You understand? Can you explain investments, insurance? I'm a slow learner here. Nah, there is no one that is a slow learner. We are all learning. We are all learning, and we are all going to prosper. We are all going to win, guys. We are all going to win. Yeah, if you can study business roles, you can still pass. You understand? You can still pass. Okay. I just believe that I should start the business of the day. I just hope there are no people who will come late saying that no, they were not here. Should I repeat what I was saying? And then I passed my history test last term on my essay of Vietnam. Thanks to you. Apps on paper 2 business essay. Yeah, there is, like, guys, I always tell you that the information that I give, you would never go wrong. Guys, you are going to master this paper 2. Believe me or not, you are going to pass your paper 2. Believe me or not, you are going to pass your paper 2. So today, guys, in fact, what we will be doing, okay, I'm turning off my notification here. What we will be doing here, we will be dealing with paper 2, business studies, grade 12, the national senior certificate. National senior certificate that you will be writing afternoon on Wednesday. Do we understand, good people? Does that make sense? So what I want you to know is that we have 2 main topics, which we have what? Business ventures and business roles. Do we understand? And business ventures, always I'm going to save the life. I'm going to save the life. Business ventures has 5 subtopics. Then business roles has 5 subtopics. That means in paper 2, the entire paper 2, we have how many subtopics? We have 10 subtopics. You understand? That you are required to know as a matriculant. or a business studies learner. Do we understand? A paper is going to consist of how many? 150 marks. That's what we must be aware of, or we should know. Do we understand, good people? I hope it makes sense. I hope it makes sense, good people. I hope it makes sense. Okay. I'm going to save the live, guys. I will say, when doing Roman paper one, I'm sure I passed. Thanks to you. Like, I become happy, guys, when I see people passing. I really become happy when I see people passing. That's what makes me happy. That's what makes me happy. What do you think will paper 2 essay be on business studies? I'm here to tell you the essay of paper 2. I'm here to tell you the essay of paper 2. I'm here to tell you the essay of paper 2. Kupuga leadership. Tanko Lukanyo. So guys, as I was saying, that business studies, two main topics, which we have business roles and business ventures. Do we understand? Okay, guys, I'm here to tell you the essay. I'm here to tell you the questions that you should expect. Tanko Luja. Guys, give him some time. Don't demand he will tell you everything. Will appear on paper. Yeah. Those who me, guys, they know that they would never go wrong. I was just waiting for people to join, but I can see that now they've joined the live and they are here. They've joined the live and I can see them. I can see that people are here and they've been waiting patiently to watch this video. So they're in the right place now. And I'm going to share everything. Can we start? Still have English to revise. Okay, you are going to start with business role of business ventures. Okay, guys, let me just start. Let me just start. So I hope you still remember when I said we have 10 topics that we're expected to know, or 10 chapters that we are expected to know. Do we understand? So what is happening now? This is what is happening. On question one, in a what? In a multiple choice. Remember, question one is a compulsory questions. Do we understand? So this is how it is. On question one is going to be the mixture of business ventures and business roles. Do we understand? Business ventures and business roles we're gonna find in paper one. I mean in question one, which is what? Compulsory short questions. Do you understand? That means the answers you are given there, the answers you can see them. It's all about what? You choosing the correct answer. Do we understand? Then question two, it's going to be what? Business ventures. It's a topic under what? Business ventures. You understand? Then on question three, it's going to be what? Business roles. Then question four is going to be what? Miscellaneous topics, whereby is the mixture of business ventures and business roles. Do we understand? So what I'm going to say to you now is this thing. On question five, it's going to be what? Business ventures. Then in question six, it's going to be what? Business role, which I'm talking about the essays. Do we understand? I'm talking about the essays. So on the multiple choice questions, let us expect leadership and management and leadership. Can you please write it down? If you are not writing down, it's fine. You can come back to watch the live again. Management and leadership, you must expect it on question one. Management and leadership, you must expect it on question 1. Number 2, what you should expect on question 1. You must expect investment, securities. You must expect investment securities. I said number 1, you must expect what? Management and leadership. Number 2, you must expect investment securities. On question 1, I hope we all understand. Number 3, what you should expect on question 1 is the forms of ownership. They're going to be there in your compulsory questions. Forms of ownership, that's number 3. Number 4, that you must expect on question 1. We are still dealing with question 1. And remember, question 1 is compulsory, and question 1, we are the answers. It's all about us choosing the correct answer, and question 1 is going to be out of 10 marks. So number 4, what you should expect on question 1 is going to be a presentation and data response. Presentation and data response. Already I gave you 4 things that we should expect on question 1. We said number 1, management and leadership. Number 2, investment securities. Number 3, forms of ownership. Number 4, presentation and data response. That's what we said. Guys, please, can you please subscribe on the channel if you haven't subscribed? Yes, I'm on question 1, which is compulsory. I'm talking about question 1 now. Guys, can you please subscribe, good people? Can you please subscribe? Anyone who have been subscribed, can you please subscribe, guys? Any comment to see that people have subscribed already? So guys, I want to repeat what I said. I said on question 1, which is the compulsory question that you must answer, it's going to be what? Management and leadership. You must expect management and leadership. Yes, guys, please subscribe, guys. The reason why, guys, I encourage you to subscribe is that I want this channel to reach a lot of people. You understand? The more you subscribe, is the more it reach a lot of people. You understand? For you to subscribe, you are also helping other people to get the channel easy. Do we understand? So please, guys, let us subscribe so that we can move on. So as I'm saying that, on question 1 is going to be what? Management and leadership. Number 2, investment securities. Number 3, forms of ownership. Number 4, presentation and data response. And you are going to remember me if you don't write what I'm telling you now. And these ones, guys, I expect you to get total because the answers are there. You are given. You only choose the correct answer. Does that make sense? You only have to choose the correct answer. The answers are there. You are given the answers. You understand? It's up to you whether do you know the answer. You understand? Plus, if you are a person that who's good in guessing, you can guess the answers. You understand? But I'm not encouraging you to guess, guys. You must know the correct answers. Are we all covered so that we can move on? This is business studies, guys. This is business studies. Okay. I think people are covered on what I was saying. That you should on question 1. Remember, guys, I'm still dealing with question. Remember, question 1, we have 1.1, we have 1.2, we have 1.3. On 1.1, it's whereby you choose the correct weight. Then 1.2 is whereby you match to the right column, which is we have column A and column B. Do we understand? Then on 1.3, it's whereby you fill in the missing weight. Do we understand? So this is how it is. The other thing that you should expect on question 1, I said management and leadership. I know that a lot of people wrote this one, investment, securities, forms of ownership, presentation, and data response. This is what you should expect also. On question 1, I'm still question 1. Ethics and professionalism is going to be there. Ethics and professionalism on question 1 is going to be there. Creative thinking and problem solving is going to be there on question 1. Creative thinking and problem solving is going to be there on question 1. Number 3, team performance and conflict management is going to be there on question 1. Team performance and conflict management is going to be there on question 1. The other thing that is going on question 1 is going to be what? Humans' right, inclusivity, and environmental issues. Humans' right, inclusivity, and environmental issues. The last thing to show up on question 1, it's social responsibility, which is CSR and CSI. Guys, whether you complain, you say it's a lot of topics and so forth and so on, but that's how the paper is. So this is not time for you to complain. For you to complain, it's not going to work. You just have to be positive and study as much as you can. And this is not a lot of work because I'm not going to tell you the notes, but I'm going to tell you things that are going to show up. So let me repeat it for the last time for those ones who didn't hear, but I will be fast so that I can move to question 2. I said the things that we should expect on question 1 is going to the mixture of the topic, which is what? Business roles and business ventures. Under business ventures, what you should expect, you must expect management and leadership. That's number 1. Under business ventures, where on question 1, management and leadership. Number 2, you must expect investment securities. Number 3, you must expect forms of ownership. Number 4, you must presentation and data response. Do we understand? Then under business roles, what you'd expect, you must expect ethics and professionalism. Ethics and professionalism. Number 2, you must expect creative thinking and problem solving. Number 3, you must expect team and conflict management. Number 4, you must expect human rights and environmental issues. Then number 5, you must expect a social responsibility, which is CSR and CSI. Then now we move forward to question 2. Our time has been eaten by dogs. We don't have time anymore. So we have to push, guys. We have to push. Our time has been eaten by dogs. Do we understand? Okay. So on question 2, guys, I said question 2 is going to be what? Business ventures. And if you know that you want to write business ventures, first thing that you should know, want to answer question 2, you must know management and leadership. Be in question. Management will be on question 2. Management and leadership is going to be what on question 2. We don't have time, guys. The time has been eaten by dogs now. So we have to make sure that we push as much as we can. I am saying to you, can you please listen to me intensively? I am saying to you, question 2, if you want to answer question 2, you must know management and leadership. That's number 1. Number 2, you must know investment under what? Securities and insurance. I mentioned 2 topics that they're going to ask you on question 2. Management and leadership. Investment, securities, and insurance. 3, what you should know, presentation and data response, guys. Presentation and data response. Number 4, you must know the forms of ownership. Already 40 marks on question 2. Already you have 40 marks on question 2. And if you don't listen to what I'm telling you now, you will remember me. I'm done. I'm moving to question 3 now. I'm now moving to question 3. On question 3, guys, the thing that they will ask you about ethics and professionalism. Ethics and professionalism, question 3. And guys, there is something that I want to tell you now. You can see talking about a lot of topics. I will tell you that ethics and professionalism, they are going to ask you 4 questions. These questions, this and that. You understand? And guys, I don't know the paper. No one knows the paper. You understand? No one has the paper. No one ever has an access to the paper. I also don't know what is in the paper. Do you understand? Guys, let us subscribe. Let us subscribe. Let us subscribe. Let us subscribe, good people. Let us try to subscribe so that we can reach a lot of people. How do you feel passing along while other kids are not here? Let us subscribe, guys. So question 3, which is business roles, ethics and professionalism, you must expect it. Number 2, creative thinking and problem solving, you must expect it. Team performance and conflict management, you must expect it. Right, inclusive, you must expect it. On question 3, the last one that you should expect, it's gonna be what? Social responsibility, which is CSI. Do we understand, good people? I believe now we are moving forward. Angel, you will never go wrong. You would never go wrong. What I'm saying now, it's something that you're going to find. Go wrong. Should we move now to miscellaneous topics 4? On question 4, guys, remember, we have 2 topics, which we have what? We have business ventures and business roles. And on question 4, topics are going to be asked. Do we understand? Those topics on question 4, they're going to be asked. So the first thing that you should know when it comes to business ventures under question 4, business ventures under question 4, guys. I see people complaining with my network, but I feel like it's fine here. Do you still hear me, guys? Okay, continue. I'm saying now question 4, it's gonna be 2 topics, roles. So now I want to tell you what they're going to ask you on question 4. Remember, question 4, you have to answer it, because you will choose, it's either question 2, then you go and choose question 4. It's either you choose question 3, then you go choose question 4. Do we understand? You must know it by fire, by force. Do you understand? On question 4, the topics that you should expect under what? Management and leadership. Management and you must expect it. Number 2, it's investment and insurance. Invest, securities, and insurance. Do we understand? I'm saying under business ventures, you must expect leadership. Where on question 4, investment, securities, and insurance. Then presentation and data response. The last thing that you should expect for under business ventures is going to be what? The forms of ownerships. Then on business, on question 4, they're going to ask you about ethics and professionalism. It's going to be ethics and professionalism. Number 2, they're going to ask you about what? Creative thinking and problem solving. Creative thinking and problem. Number 3, they're going to ask you about what? Team performance and conflict management. Team performance and conflict management. They're going to ask you about what? Human rights, inclusivity, and environmental issues. Number 5, they're going to ask you about what? Social responsibility, which is CSR and CSI. That's our question 4. We go to the famous topic, the essays. Let us hear what are the essays. Are you ready for the essays? Remember, don't come here and beat me if what I'm telling you it did not show up. I'm just playing. It's going to show up. I'm just up. Pella, we cannot be angry here. We must laugh sometimes, you understand? So we cannot be angry. Sometimes we just have to laugh and yeah, so that we can enjoy the class. Just imagine but uh, no one is laughing. So I'm saying if these things I'm telling you now, they are not going to show up in your exam, beat me, guys. I will say sorry. Okay, so on question 5, guys, the essay, which is ventures, ne? The essay on question 5, which is business ventures, essay, it's going to be laughing till December. Let us move to question 5. Our essay on question 5, guys, is going to investment. Now you must know the investment, securities, and insurance. You must know the securities and insurance, and the other thing you must also know then leadership, and you must also know presentation and data. You understand? I hope we get the essay. I'm saying the essay is what? Invest securities and insurance. Number 2, I'm saying management and leadership. I'm saying presentation and data response and forms of ownership. I don't know what should I do with this net. It's now becoming jealous. It does not want me to give you the essays. You see, this network is coming here with the guerrilla tactics. Not entertain it. We cannot this network because I've connected to the Wi-Fi, but I'm still. Guys, do you hear me? No, guys, maybe it's your network because remember some other places today they do not have. They are saying that it's a load reduction. Guys, I'm not going to change sitting at. The place that I'm sitting at does not have a problem. The problem is the network. It's a Wi-Fi. It's the Wi-Fi, guys, and it's next to me here. Okay, now let us move to question 6. Ne? Should we move to question 6? Can I to see that you can hear me? Okay. On question 6, in your essay, it's going to be what? CSR and CSI, which is social responsibility, corporate social responsibility, social investment. That's your essay. And it don't show up. Don't come here and kill me. I also know what's going to show up in a paper. I'm saying the CSR and CSI, corporate social responsibility and social investment. Do we understand? Yes, question C. Then I say on question 5, it's investment, securities and insurance, management and leadership. So CSR and CSI, it may be your essay. Let me not say it's your essay. It may be your essay. Do you understand? Do we understand, good people? I will be live again Tuesday. Make sure that you subscribe. Guys, did you subscribe on the channel? That's my concern. uh, we are going to Zoo Park. We are going to Zoo Park, guys. We are going to Zoo Park. People are enjoying the class today. You guys, you guys, you are genius. You are genius, guys. People are here. You are smart. You are smart, guys. You are really smart, guys. I really respect you. People who are here, you are very serious about your future. Because I was telling some other ones that if you don't become serious with your future, next day at home they're going to hide bread for you. I'm telling you, they will hide bread. They will hear you entering in the gate and they will say, "Now Senzo, fihle cinco." You are playing. That's life after matric. They are not playing, guys. Even parents, they will borrow you money. They won't give you money anymore. Guys, you are not going to study everything. If you have the notes now, you must take them out, all of them, 10 notes, right? I will tell you that now you must open this chapter. Then I will tell you that this is what you should start. This is what you must not start. Do you understand? Don't worry, guys. You're in the right place. You're not going to study everything. You're not going to study everything. Guys, I said question 6 is going to be CSR and CSI. What you're going to experience next year is going to scare you the rest of your life. They will be saying to you, uvuka. You'll be wondering what do they mean when they say uvuka. That's life after matric. Buphilo bubima, guys. Life is not easy. You see the one of a bread. They will say, Buroto kubabana wena tlola buroto man. I'm telling you, to tlola buroto next year. Hey, these people. I'm saying question 5 is going to be what? Investments, ne? Going to be the investments. Yeah. Next year they will be telling you that I can relate, say I'm upgrading. You see, I'm not lying, guys. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Ugqibe sonke. They will be saying, ugqibe sonke. Utya kakhulu. Edla ngopfu. Okay, let us move forward, ne? Let us move forward, guys. Let us move forward. You will wash dishes next year. You think I'm playing, and I'm not playing. Oh, wait. Even guys entering in the toilet, they will say, tissue seyingaka. You finish the tissue. Hayi kanti wena wenza kanjani? You play. I'm not playing. I'm telling you the fact here. Hey, they will complain. Even the sofas, they will say now the sofas are tired. You've been sitting on them for an hour now. You must stand up and do something. Okay, let us move forward now, ne? Let us move forward. The questions that you should expect, guys, on business ventures. These are the questions that you should expect on business ventures, right? The questions that you should expect on business ventures. They will say, guys, identify the leadership style from a given scenario and motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario. That one I expect everyone to get it right. So those notes, they are in what? Management and leadership. They're in the management and leadership. They will say identify the leadership style from a given scenario and motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario. That's the first one. That one I expect you to get it right. That's 2 marks. Maybe it can even be 4 marks. That one you must get it right. You must know the leadership styles. Do we understand? Remember, we have autocratic leadership style. We have I think there are 5. You understand? I think there are 5. We have a democratic leadership style. You must know all of those leadership styles because they will write a scenario talking about something. Then you must know that, okay, this is a autocratic leadership style. Then you quote from your scenario. Then you get your 3 marks. You understand? Just freely, you go home and eat bread before next year. I'm teaching business studies, guys. I'm teaching business studies. They will say identify the leadership style from a given scenario and motivate your answer by quoting from where the scenario. You understand? The second question, that like on the note of leadership, management and leadership, you are going to be asked 5 questions, only 5 questions. So do you see that you are not going to read everything? So the things that I'm telling you now, those are the things that you should go and read. Do you understand? You are going to be asked 5 questions. Do we understand? The second question that they're going to ask you, they will say, identify the leadership theory from given scenario. This one, guys, these are the 3 marks. You must identify the leadership style from a given scenario and motivate your answer. Number 2, you must identify the leadership theory from given scenario. Do you understand? And then, this is what they will ask you again. The impact of leadership theories. The impact of leadership theories. You must know the impact of leadership theories. Number 2, you must know the situation in which leadership style can be applied in there. Question number 5, they will say discuss the leadership theory, transformation theory. You must be able to discuss what transformational theory. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense, good people. Did we all understand? Okay, let us move forward now to the next one. They say the role of personal attitude in successful leadership is going to be there on business ventures. The role of personal attitude in successful leadership, which they will say to you, they will ask you 2 questions when it comes to this one. They will say, discuss the role of personal attitude in successful leadership. That's number 1. Number 2, they will say, quote, the role of personal attitude in successful leadership in the scenario. Do you understand, guys? Do you understand, good people? Then the next question that you should expect, the next question that you should expect on the function of JSE. Remember, guys, here we are talking about business ventures. On the question that you must expect on the functions of JSE, they will only ask you 1 question. They will say to you, discuss the functions of Johannesburg Security Exchange, which is what? JSE. So if you have notes, you must just go there and write exam now. Number 2, what they're going to ask you, they will ask you about what the factors to be considered when making investment decision. So to you, they will talk about what discuss the liquidity and taxation, inflation rate, and investment term, period, risk, and return on investment. Those are the things that they're going to ask you. And things that, guys, I didn't mention, don't go and study them. You study what I mentioned only. You study what I'm mentioning in this video. Then let us move forward. And then they will ask you about what investment opportunities and their risk factors. What are they going to ask you on investment opportunities and their risk factors? Factors. They will say discuss mutual funds or stokvel or managed portfolio. And they will also ask you about what capital, which is what 32-day notice account, endowment and retirements. Do we understand? I hope it makes sense. I hope it makes sense, good people. If you are not hearing me, you are going to watch this video again. I'm not going to delete it. You understand? Unless if next year you want to finish tissue at home and bread. Then let us move forward. I'm saying now the 4 forms of investment, which is what? RSA, retail saving bonds. What are they going to ask you on that one? They are going to say identify the investment from the given scenario and motivate. You understand? You must identify the form of investment from the given scenario and motivate. Then you must expect of RSA, retail, unit trust, shares, and fixed deposit. Do we understand? Then when we go to the 4 types of shares, we have ordinary shares, we have preference shares, we have founders, we have bonuses. Guys, what I did not mention, forget about it. Go and study what I'm mentioning only. I hope it makes sense. You must be able to identify types of shares. You must be able to identify the types of shares from the given scenario. Number 2, you must discuss the types of. Remember, guys, here I'm talking about the questions that you're going to find when it comes to business. 2, question 4 and 5. Do we understand? The other one, we must expect what the types of shares or the types of preference shares. The name type of preference shares. But guys, how can you fail? Like, how can you fail? It's highly impossible for you to fail. How can you fail, good people? There is no way that you're going to fail. I'm saying the types of preference shares. They will say name type of preference shares. Number 2, they will say to you, identify the types of from given scenario. Do we understand? Number 3, they will say discuss the types of. Do we understand? Number 4, they will say the right of ordinary shareholders. Do we understand? That's how they ask business studies. That's how they ask business studies, good people. Then let us move now to the meaning of concept. Debentures, you must know what debentures. You must know dividends. You must know capital gain. You must know simple. You must know compound interest. Those are the 5 meanings that you should know. And there will also be the, when we go to the calculations, they will say calculate compound interest from a given scenario. You must expect calculate simple and compound interest from a given scenario. Number two, they will say recommend the best investment option based on calculations. Then number three, they're going to say distinguish between simple and compound interest. There is no time of forgetting information. We don't forget here. We must go and pass. Kokejo, no, we cannot forget. The information is not too much. You are the one who's telling your mind that the information is too much. The information is not too much. Train your mind. Be positive. Tell yourself that I'm going to do it. Guys, are you aware that you are doing matric alone, but the entire world or the entire South Africa is waiting for your people that you don't talk to? They will be searching for paper. Just imagine buying a newspaper and you don't see your name there. Guys, if you are new here, please subscribe, ne? Can you subscribe? Because I have to move forward because tomorrow people are writing English to finish so that you can study English. Guys, there is nothing that is difficult. Paper 2 is not difficult. Paper 2, it's like paper 1. Do you know what's happening with these question papers? The subject are very stupid. When you are writing business studies paper 1, you must take your mind to be what in business studies paper 1. You understand? When you are writing business studies paper 2, you must take your mind and put it to what business paper 2. People who get distinctions, it's people who never believe that the subject is hard. You understand? The more you believe that the subject is hard, the subject is going to trap you. So please remove the subject. It's hard. The subject is. You are going to make it. You are smart. You are not gonna be in grade 12 if you were not smart. You are smart, guys. You are really smart. Very, very, very smart. Remove the mentality of saying that it's hard. There is nothing that is hard. You are going to make it. In yourself. Remove the negative mind and be positive. You understand? You are very smart. Tell yourself that I'm smart. Tell yourself that I'm going to make it. There is something that is called fate. Seeing that things are not going well, but believe that I'm going to do it. Believe that I'm going to do it. Because today you will say, the subject is hard, the subject is main, then tomorrow is hi, ugogo kazinhle ungiloyile. No one, you loyed yourself. You understand? So you must thank you very much, Kokecho. Yeah. Because you will now accuse people. You will see me passing, say, yeah, that man is the one that I dreamed with. You will even dream about people because of you put them here in your head. You will dream about them coming with a teaspoon, feeding you things at night. Because of you think about them so much more than you. Do we understand, good people? if you think about me too much, hey, more especially when you think about you're going to dream about me. You will see me things that you think that I'm doing. Night. At midnight, I don't know anything. I'm sleeping. You wake up in him. I saw him. I'm very anything. I was sleeping. Okay, guys, let us move on. But please remove the mind that says it's hard. Mina ngisakhoni, akusakhoni. Remove that mind. Because do you know what's happening? We will get in an exam and then you ask me that, did you study yesterday? Then I will say, I don't care. Yay! Yay! You will fail alone. Don't even try to have that mind. You will call me saying that, are you studying? And then I will say, I'm sleeping. While I'm studying, these people. Guys, here you are on your own here. You are on your own. You're with your friend during the year. There now. You are sitting alone and thousands of people, they are watching you. January will be asking that, Karabu, did she make it? Sipo. You understand? Lot of people, even your teachers, do you know that before certificate, I mean your statement of result, the teachers will be the first one to be opening your results. But anyways, let us push, guys. Time is money. Time has been eaten by dogs. Time has been eaten by dogs. Let us push. By 10 o'clock, we must be done. We must be done. By 10 o'clock, we must be done, guys. We must be done. Okay. Then what you should expect also, you must expect what the insurance concept, which we have what over and under. They will say elaborate of the concept. Number 2, they will say explain the difference between over insurance. Number 3, they will say differentiate between and assurance example. Then they will say give examples of short-term and long-term insurance to be understood. Then let us move now to the principles of insurance. Principles of insurance, they're only going to ask you 2 questions. They're going to say to you, identify of insurance from a given scenario. Number 2, they're going to say discuss the following principle of insurance. Do we understand? The insurance that you found there in a scenario. Then number 3, on the calculations, they're going to say apply the average charge to calculate the compensation in the case of under insurance. Do we understand? Then on the advantage of insurance, they are going to say explain or discuss the advantages or importance of insurance. You understand? Those are questions that I'm telling you now. And then they're going to ask you that you must explain the meaning of in a non-insurable risk. Do we understand? So you must know those things. Then you must also know the compulsory insurance, types of compulsory insurance, which is what UIF benefit. On the UIF benefit, they are going to say to you, you must name 3 types of compulsory. Do we understand? Number 2, they will say explain the 3 types of compulsory insurance, which is what unemployment insurance fund, road accident fund, compensation for occupational injuries and diseases. And then they will also say differentiate between compulsory and non-compulsory insurance. Guys, I know that I'm fast, but I just want you to go back and watch the video again. You understand? It's going to help you. You're not doing anyone favor. because you'll be saying ugogo kaSenzo did this to me. Ugogo kaSenzo ngimbonile makangiqhawula. Ugogo kaSenzo, she doesn't know anything. She doesn't. Ngifake iFabiano. She doesn't even know what is a Fabiano. She doesn't even know how much does. But when you would be saying that ugogo kaSenzo, and then ugogo kaSenzo didn't do anything. Let us move forward now. We must also know the meaning limited and unlimited liability. Do we understand? The meaning of what limited and unlimited liability. Do we understand, good people? Those are some that we should know. Limited and unlimited what meaning. Number two, we must discuss the characteristics of each from ownership, and then we must also explain or discuss the impact of the different forms of ownership, and then we must also explain the difference between private and public company. And guys, I'm saying to you, what I did not say on the live, you don't study it. You study what I said on the live. Then let us move forward to the criteria of success or failure. They will say you must discuss how the following criteria contribute to the success or failure. Number two, they are going to say management, taxation, capital, division of profit, and legislation. Those are the things that you should on business ventures. Do you understand, guys? Those are the things that you should expect on business ventures. Remember, business topics. So we must expect to know you now. You understand? Because if you didn't go and check the notes, you would think like I'm saying everything. You understand? I'm not saying everything. There are certain things mentioned which are not going to show up in your final examination. Do we understand? On presentation, let us hear on the presentation what do they want. On the presentation, we must know what the factors that should be included, which they will say discuss the factors that must be considered when preparing for a presentation. That question is going to be there. Number two, they will say explain factors that must be considered by the presenter while presenting. That question will be there. The other question under presentation, they will say explain how to respond to a questions after a presentation in a non-aggressive and professional manner. Then they will also say to you explain back questions in a non-aggressive and professional manner. Guys, you didn't lose it. You are going to watch the live again. You are going to watch again. You understand that? Because now tomorrow and they have to study. Do we understand? Then the areas of improvement. You must do what? You must recommend areas of improvement in the next. Do we understand, guys? Then the things that I want us to know is that data response, which is on data response, it's what is the factors that must be considered when designing multiple media presentation. What are those factors? They will only ask you two questions. They are going to say explain aspect that must be considered when designing a multimedia presentation. Number two, they will say give a viable presentation and non-viable presentation. And then let us go to visual now. When we go to the visual in the presentation, they will say identify the visual and motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario. Discuss the impact of visual aids. Do we understand? And then now, guys, do the introduction of the essay. Right introduction so that I can see that you can still hear me and we are still on the same place. Tomorrow I will be live for history. Ne? Tomorrow I'm going to be live for history, and then I will be live Tuesday for business studies. Sanelisiwe, if you can subscribe on the channel, the subject that you are looking for, they are there. The subject that you are looking for, you just have to subscribe on the channel, saying that Gogo Kasenzo did this. On the channel, after subscribing on the channel, you watch the videos, you go and get your distinction. I hope you understand what I'm. So guys, I will always remind you this, that when we are writing introduction, we start with the word introduction. Then we underline the word introduction. Then we write 2 bullet points under introduction. And how do we write our introduction? We write our introduction in this way. When we write our introduction, we write our introduction, guys, this way. Ne? We must write the word introduction. After writing the word introduction, we must now write what? We write 2 bullet points. Body. We just start writing what? The statement, you understand, which we took from the question that makes sense. I hope it makes sense, guys. Okay, it's fine. Now we are moving to business roles, but before I move to business role, I want to give the essay for business ventures. For those ones who want to write business ventures, this is the essay. Ne? You must outline the difference between simple interest and compound interest. That's the first question. The second question, explain the advantages of a fixed deposit as a form of investment. The third question, you must discuss anything shares. The fourth question, advise businesses on the functions of what? Security Exchange, which is what? JSE. That can say. Or let me put it in this way: it's the same essays, ne? But I give you 3 different essays, but they are talking about the same thing. You understand? They can say, outline the functions of the JSE, describe 4 types of preference shares, evaluate the impact of the RSA, retail saving bonds, government bonds on investors. And then, or maybe they can say, advise businesses on the difference between what? Simple and compound interest. It's the same essay. It's the same essay. So your essay is going to be what? The investment on question 5. Then they can also say, discuss the functions of JSE, and then explain the following factors that must be considered when making what? The investment decision. Do we understand? Return on investment, period, liquidity, and then risk, period of investment, inflation rate. Do we understand? Then describe 4 types of shares, advice on the impact of unit trust as a good management. That's your essay. Your essay, what? The investment. I hope we understand the questions of what business roles. Are we together, guys? Are we all together? Can someone write that we are together so that I can move on? I want to confirm whether do we hear me? Okay, let us move forward. The essay of business roles, they will say to you, outline the purpose of corporate social investment. Do we understand? Outline the purpose of the corporate social investment. Number 2, they will say, discuss the impact of corporate social responsibility, which is what CSR on businesses. Number 3, they will say explain ways in which businesses can contribute time and effort in improving the well-being of employees. Do we understand? The last question, they will say suggest ways in which businesses can deal with HIV and AIDS as a socio-economic issue. I hope we understand. That's the essay of what? Of business roles. So the second essay that I'm going to give you is the same essay. As I said, that question 5 is going to be what? Business. I mean, it's going to be in investment. Then on question 6 is going to be what? CSR and CSI. This is the another question that I want to give you when it comes to essays, right? They will say differentiate between CSR and CSI. You understand? The second question that I can give you on the essay, they can say explain the impact of CSR on communities. And then the other question that I want to give you on essay, they can say recommend strategies on how businesses could deal with HIV and AIDS and unemployment as a socio-economic issue. Then the other question that they can ask in the essay, they can say suggest 5 ways in which businesses could contribute time and effort to improve the well-being of the community, excluding HIV and AIDS and unemployment strategies. Guys, you cannot fail. You can't fail. You cannot fail, guys. You can't fail, good people. How can you fail with this information? How can you fail, good people? You really can't fail. Let me give you the last questions on the essay. They can say, if you can use these 3 essays that I'm giving you, it's the same essay, but I'm bringing different questions to be understood. If you can use them to practice your essay, definitely you are going to get the marks that you want. We can say describe the relationship between social responsibility and the triple bottom line. Do you still remember the triple bottom line, which is people, profit, and planet? Do you still remember those things? You must know them because they are going to be there. And then they will also say explain how businesses should deal with the following, which is what? Social economic issues, HIV and AIDS. How can we deal with HIV and AIDS, guys? How can we deal with HIV and AIDS? We can encourage people to join what? Counseling programs and so forth and so on. How can we deal with unemployment? Employment, we can create jobs. Do we understand? That's what we are talking about. And then now, let us move now to where advise businesses on how they can contribute time and effort in improving the well-being of the community. That question will be there in your essay. And then recommend ways in which businesses can contribute time and effort in improving what? The well-being of employees. I hope it makes sense. Let us now go to the questions that are going to be asked when it comes to what? Business roles, guys. There is no time. Our time has been eaten by dogs. Our time has been eaten by dogs. There is no time anymore. There is no time anymore. The first thing that you should know is a social responsibility. You must know the meaning of social responsibility. That's 2 marks. If you don't know social responsibility, you must know that already you lost 2 marks. Elaborate on the meaning of social responsibility. That one is going to be there. Then when we move to triple bottom line, what are they going to ask? On the triple bottom line, they are going to say to you, explain the relationship or the link between what? Social responsibility and the triple bottom line. You must explain. When you say profit, you must also explain. When you say planet, you must also explain. And get on the profit, the businesses must not make profit at the expense of the community. That's what they are talking about here. Do we understand? Then when we go to the social economic issues, they will say identify the social economic issues from given scenario. It will be HIV and AIDS, it will be unemployment, it will be poverty. So you must be able to identify and do what a quote from the scenario to show that you support what you gave us. Do you understand? And then there will be a question that will come saying to you that suggest ways in which businesses can deal with the above stated social economic issue. Do we understand? And then there will be also a question that will say suggest ways in which businesses can contribute time and effort in improving the well-being of employees and communities. How can we contribute, guys, or improve the well-being of community or the employees? Is to pay them fair wages. Do we understand? Guys, what I did not mention, you don't study it anymore. You just stay away from it. I hope it makes sense. You are going to watch this live. I'm not going to delete it. I'm not going to delete it. I'm not going to delete the live, guys. I'm not going to delete the live. The live, it will be here for you. And even Tuesday, I will be here for you guys. I hope we understand. Can someone comment to see that you are still hearing me? Don't be angry, guys. Don't be angry. I didn't say you must go to school. So don't be angry at me. I didn't do anything. No, I'm not done. I'm still coming up with the questions. The other one, the other question that you must expect when it comes to CSR and CSI. Remember, guys, I said CSR and CSI is going to be your essay. So I'm saying now, the questions that you should expect on CSR and CSI, you must expect the question that will say, elaborate on the meaning of corporate social responsibility. Guys, I just hope no one is going to feel offended here when I'm trying to make jokes. I'm not being personal or trying to... No, I'm just playing, you understand, so that we can be entertained, so that we can understand easily, you understand. I just don't love whereby all of us, we are serious, you understand, and that's pretty not good. But I'm just saying that don't feel offended of anything, you understand. I'm just making jokes just to entertain you. I'm saying you must expect the question that will say elaborate on the meaning of what corporate social responsibility. Do we understand? Social corporate responsibility, you must know the meaning. Number two, when we come to the components, you must know the purpose of CSR. The purpose of CSR is going to be there. The question that will say explain the purpose of CSI is also going to be there. Then the question that will say name the component of CSR and CSI is going to be there. And then there will be also a question that is going to say discuss the impact of CSR or CSI on businesses and communities. Then there will also be a question that will say differentiate between CSR and CSI. Guys, I know that I'm being fast because I will save this live. You can still continue to watch it, you understand? And for you to watch it, you are not going to regret. For you to watch the live, you are not going to regret. It's going to help you a lot. Then when we go to the human rights, inclusivity, and environmental issues, the question that they are going to ask you, they will say outline or name the following human rights in the workplace, which is what dignity, equality, freedom of speech and expression, safety, security, and protection of life. Do we understand, guys? Those are the things that they will ask you. Those are the things that they are going to ask you. Then they will also say to you, recommend ways in which businesses could deal with the above stated human rights in the workplace. Guys, I will be live again on Tuesday. Do not worry, I'm going to be live again on Tuesday. I will give you as much as you want information. Do you understand? And then the other thing that you must expect, they will say outline the economic rights of employees in the workplace. Do we understand? Name the social rights of employees in the workplace. Recommend ways in which businesses could promote social rights and cultural rights in the workplace. Do we understand? And then you must explain the implication of equality, respect, and dignity on businesses. Do we understand? I hope, guys, we are understanding. I hope we are going together, because this is your exam, what I'm giving you now. This is your exam, guys. And then we have what? Diversity issues. We have diversity issues. On diversity issues, they're going to ask you 4 questions. They're going to say elaborate on the meaning of diversity in the workplace. Do you understand? Number 2, they're going to say to you, name the diversity issue from given scenarios. Do we understand? Number 4, they're going to say to you, way in which businesses can deal with diversity issue. And then number 4, they're going to say discuss the benefits of diversity in the workplace. Those are the things that they will be asking you, good people. Those are the things that they will be asking you, good people. We are almost done. And what I want to assure you is that if you can rewatch the live and watch it again, definitely you are not going to regret anything. Guys, don't be lazy to search things here on my YouTube. Go through my page, subscribe on the page. You would never regret, guys. You are not going to regret anything. Do we understand? And then let us move now to the environmental issues. The questions that they're going to ask in environmental issues, they're going to ask you 4 questions. They're going to say, explain the responsibilities of employers in promoting human rights, health, and safety in the workplace. Then number 2, they are going to say identify the roles of health and safety representative from given scenario. And the other question that they're going to ask you, they're going to say explain the responsibilities of workers or employees in promoting human rights and safety in the workplace. Do we understand? And then the other question that they're going to ask, they will say suggest strategies businesses may use to protect the environment and humans healthy in the workplace. Do we understand? Guys, you cannot fail. You can't fail, good people. You can't fail. You can't fail. I refuse, guys. You cannot fail. You cannot fail. When you pass, I become happy. When you fail, I don't become happy. I'm here, guys, to make sure that you pass. I'm here to make sure that you pass. I'm here to make you to pass. Then the questions that they're going to be asked on conflict management, they're going to say discuss causes of conflict in the workplace. What can cause the conflict in the workplace? You understand? And then number 2, they're going to ask that you must advise businesses on how they should handle conflict in the workplace. Do we understand? Then the other one, they are going to say dealing with grievances and difficult people or personalities. You must differentiate between grievances and conflict. Those questions, guys, are going to be there. You must differentiate between grievances and conflict. You must also explain the correct procedure to deal with grievances in the workplace. You must also identify the difficult people or personalities from given scenario. That one is a free mark. You must go home with it and go and eat bread. And then quote from the scenario the different ways in which businesses can deal with the difficult employees in the workplace. And guys, don't say I didn't give you the questions. These are the questions that you are going to find in your examination, because business studies is business studies. It doesn't change, you understand. And then they will also say to you, recommend different ways in which businesses can deal with the above mentioned difficult people. Do we understand? I hope we are understanding what I'm saying to you. And then when we move to the team of performance, they are going to say discuss the following criteria for success team performance, which is what? Personal attitude, you must discuss it, and behavior, shared values, communication, collaboration. You must discuss those five personal attitudes. Do we understand? Then now we move to what? Stages of team development. How do we develop a team? Do we understand? You must be able to discuss the characteristics of successful team performance. Number two, you must be able to name the following stages of team development from given scenario. Remember, we have no mean. There are so many. You understand? How do you develop a team? Do we understand? Then we move forward to the next one. They will say discuss the stages of team performance. You understand? And then the other question they're going to say elaborate on the importance of what the team dynamic theories in improving the team performance. Do we understand? We are almost done, guys. We are almost done. I'm going to come back again. And then now, this is the essay that you should expect when it comes to, okay. And then let us now move to the ethics and professionalism. On ethics and professionalism, they are going to say elaborate on the meaning of ethical behavior. Then you get your 2 marks for writing that. And then you must outline the difference between ethical and professional behavior. Do we understand? Then you must, when we go to the King Code principles, they are going to say name transparency, accountability, responsibility, and then explain how businesses can apply the King Code principles. And then you must also be able to advise or recommend ways in which professionally or responsible or ethical and effective business practices should be conducted. Do we understand? And then unethical business practice, they will say identify from a scenario or statement. Number two, they will say explain how above mentioned unethical business practice pose a challenge to a business. Do we understand? And then they will also say to you recommend or advise ways in which could deal with the above mentioned types of unethical business practices. I hope it makes sense, good people. I hope it makes sense. I hope you are understanding what I'm telling you. Then when we go to unprofessionally business practices, they are going to say name sexual harassment, abuse of work time, and unauthorized use of workplace funds and resources. Do we understand? And then we must identify from a given scenario or statement. Do we understand? And we must be able to explain how the above mentioned unprofessional business practices pose a challenge to businesses. And then we must also recommend ways in which could deal with the above mentioned types of what? Unprofessional business practices. I hope it makes sense, my good people. Then when we go to problem solving and creative thinking, what's going to happen? They will say differentiate between problem solving and decision making. Number two, they're going to say explain the problem solving steps. Remember, it's whereby we identify the problem, we define the problem, we identify the possible solutions, and so forth and so on. Do we understand? Then when we move to the problem solving techniques, guys, what I don't mention in life, do not mention it. I mean, don't study it. Do we understand? On problem solving techniques, what is going to show up? Brainstorming is going to be there. Dalfo technique is going to be there. Force field analysis is going to be there. Nominal group technique is going to be there. Those I didn't mention, don't study them anymore. Go into chair, do not study them. I didn't mention them. You study what I mentioned only. Do we understand, guys? And then they will say explain or advise businesses on how they can apply what brainstorming or a Delphi technique or a field analysis or nominal group technique. Do we understand, to solve what the complex business problem? Do we understand, good people? And then they will also say discuss the impact of problem solving technique stated below. I hope it makes sense, my good people. What I did not mention, you don't study it. Do we understand? Then the other one that you should know, they will say the meaning of creative thinking. You must know the meaning of creative thinking. What is the creative thinking? Do we understand? And then a way in which in a business create an environment that promote creative thinking. This is what they're going to ask you. They will say recommend ways in which businesses can create an environment that promote creative thinking in the workplace. Number two, they will say explain the benefit or the advantages of creative thinking. That's what you should study only. There's nothing more that I can say you must study, or there is nothing that I didn't mention which you have to know it. Everything that I mentioned is what is going to show up in your examination. Any question, guys, that you feel like you want to ask? I know that I know that people do not have electricity today. I know that people do not have electricity. I really know that people do not have electricity today. We don't have electricity, some of us. Any question, guys, relating to what we are doing here? And then so that we can end live and so that you can watch the video again, and so that you can study other subject. Guys, I wish you all the best, and I believe that you are going to make it. For English, I'm not gonna do anything for now. I didn't prepare it, but what I can say, you must know the part of speech, you must know the figure of speech, you must know how to use the language correctly. Do we understand? You must know all of those things. You must know all of those things. Remember, English paper one, I'm sure tomorrow you're writing paper one. English paper one, it's all about the language and editing, and it's also all about analyzing the cartoon. It's all about the writing the summary. Do you understand? It's all about reading the passage and understand what is happening there. So on English, I'm not gonna do anything for now. I'm not gonna do anything for now, but the advice that I'm giving you is the one that you must use. You understand? You must use it. Any question, guys? I'm very much tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Yeah, I know, guys, I was fast, but Tuesday I won't be fast. Tuesday I will try not to be fast. Yeah, we wish you all the best, guys, with your final examination. We wish you all the best with your final examination, and I believe that you are going to make it. I believe that you are going to make it. I believe that you are going to make it. Yes, Tuesday, same time, same place. Tuesday, same time, same place, good people. Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please, that one you must always do so that I can know that, okay, this is what they need. This is what I should do. You understand? Yeah, guys, I also really appreciate you. Do you see, for you to be here, it shows that you have a concern about your future. You have a concern about your life. You understand? Because if you didn't care about your life, maybe we're gonna be sleeping now, but you're not sleeping. I passed it there. I know metric. Lucky enough, I didn't fail my metric. I got a bachelor's degree with distinctions inside. You understand? So it was not easy. I won't say, I was clever and everything. No, I was maluela. You must luela. You must fight. You understand? You must fight. Fight as much as you can. I still remember the year I did matric. I was the president of the school, and I was also in the courses. You understand? So all eyes on me. A lot of people, they were looking at me that, is he going to pass, since he is a political activist in this school, or he's representing learners. You understand? Yeah, so a lot of people, they were looking forward whether I'm going to make it or not. And same to you guys. There are people who are watching you now. There are people that they were waiting for you to get to metric, and then when you get to metric, they will say, we will see about him or her, that will she be able to pass. So you must make sure that you don't give them what they want. They must be disappointed. If they want you to fail, you pass. You understand? Then they become disappointed. What you have to know is that no one can control your life beside God only. Do you understand? No one can control your life. Whether a person go to uh, bushes and knock stones, talk about your name, saying that you're not going to succeed and everything, that's a lie. You understand? That thing must not affect you. You understand? It must not affect you. You must make sure that you pray as much as you can. When you get to an exam room, you do a silent prayer, you pray at home, you understand, in order for you to pass. People outside there, they are doing things. When you sleep, what do you trust? What are you trusting when you will sleep? We don't sleep here. We understand, good people. So any question, guys? If there is no question, we are done. Then we will meet again tomorrow for history class, same place, and then Tuesday we're gonna meet for business studies, same time, same place. Any question that you feel like you want to ask? Yes, when you are writing your conclusion, you only write 1 point. When 1 point, that's correct. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe. I said investment and CSI. Understand? Investment, CSR and CSI. For now, I don't do economics, but I'm thinking of studying it. Let me just study the economics, then from there, I will do economics. I will do it. I still have to study it before I start doing it. I've never tried economics before. I've never tried economics before, but I can see that it is not that much different from business studies. So definitely, I will be doing it very soon, even before the end of next year. Do you understand? Yes, I'm going to do economics. I will do economics because there are a lot of people who have guys, I wish you all the best. What I want from you is to see you happy next year, 19 January, fetching your results. Tears of joy, crying, screaming, laughing. You understand? Get rewarded for the time that you spent this year. Okay, guys, I'm ending the live, ne? Let us meet tomorrow for his. Yes, I do maths lit, ne? I do maths lit. I teach. I teach math. Guys, can you please subscribe, ne, so that when I'm doing those other subjects that you're asking, can find them easily. You understand? Yes, I do maths lit. I do maths lit. Yes, A in paper one. Yes, Mandy, CSR and CSI, and then investment securities. That would be our essay. Sponga, what did Sponga say? Where's Sponga? Sponga. I don't see anything here about Sponga. Can she please, can he or she repeat the question? Oh, if you got 100 and something for paper one, can I still get an A if I do very well in paper two? Yes, that's perfectly fine. You can get an A. You can get an A. Head guys, I that is drinking water. Guys, you must drink water. Water is needed in your body. Water is very important. It's needed in your body. Drink not alcohol, water. You must drink. Okay, guys. Good. Bye, ne? Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'm leaving now. Water is good. Let us drink water. Okay, I'm leaving now, ne? Yeah, if you joined the live later, just start the live again. I'm not going to delete it so that you can watch it. And then I will be live tomorrow, 8 o'clock for history. Then I will also be live Tuesday for business studies. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, guys. Share this channel with other kids. Yes, you are going to get a session for accounting. Definitely, you are going to get it. You are going to get a session for accounting. I'm ending the live now. I'm ending the live.